Salute comrades and welcome back to Let's Play Master of Orion 2 Battle at Antares. My name is Vadim and today we're going to talk about races. And the races in this game, each race have something special about them, some unique way to achieve victory. And first of all, let's talk about three races that like average that don't have this. Yes, there's like something in the middle. It's humans that have just only bonus they have is diplomacy. They're a little bit better at diplomacy and they're a little bit better at researching, but in the style of playing they have nothing that specific about them. The Alkari is a pterodactyl type of race. They just a little bit better at ship-to-ship combat, have a little bonus in the beginning, but once again nothing special. And Trillians, their thing is they live aquatic type of races. They capture colonies a little, create colonies a little bit better, but once again nothing special. So the other races have their unique way to victory. So the first thing is production type of races. It's Meklars, Silicos and Klaxon. They can produce lots of things, like they can produce lots of buildings for their colony. They expand quicker because they produce colony ships at a better range. They can produce ships very fast. Yes, they can create houses for themselves, so their population growth will be better. But for them there are two problems: is research, yes, and food. And they all of these three races solved their problems with food by their unique way. Like Klaxons have bonus to food productions, so they compensate. They don't need that many farmers, so they can concentrate on industrial production. But they are worse in researching, because each time they research random technologies. So they, instead of a powerful cannon, they can research some useless building. It will give them maybe like a little bit more money, but their fleet will still suck. Yes, so it's pain for them. The Silicos don't need food at all. Yes, like at all. And even more, they don't depend on pollution rate, so they can concentrate on producing, like every man that they have can become a producer, and there are no penalties for that. But the thing, they have no diplomacy at all for them. They cannot speak, they cannot trade, they cannot exchange technologies, and for them it's worse. Because worse at all, because all the researches they have is things they invented or stole or something. Yes, you can play for them. Yes, but there are lots of tricks should be made. And they are terror for the galaxy because they are almost in a constant fight with everybody. But nobody friends with them, at least. And the Meklars are cybernetic race. They need only half of the food the other races needed. So they, once again, they can concentrate on producing, and they have huge bonus for industrial production. So for each race there are pros and cons, and I can tell you who is the better in production. So then there are three warrior races: Martians, Bulgarati and Illyrians. Martians are better in ship-to-ship combat, Bullrati on the ground combat. Illyrians are good at ship-to-ship combat, and they have a bonus for ground combat, the telepathic ability, so that they don't need any ground combat at all. Martians are even also can have more fleet, so they just dominate in the air. Bullrati have a little bit good ships, but their thing is to capture planets on the ground. Is like when you destroy defending ships of a colony, you either can destroy colony, erase it, or can capture colony with all of its inhabitants and buildings by ground forces. And Bullrati are very good at attacking and defending on the ground. Illyrians have a bonus for ship-to-ship combat. They have bonus for ship production rate, but and they have a bonus. They don't need to capture enemy colonies. They don't need ground combat. Yes, they can just mind control them. It's much better than ground combat, but in defending their colonies they still suck. Yes. So once again, I can't tell you who is a better warrior race. But the thing is, for the warrior race, they cannot just sit at home, as they must fight for enemy colonies. Because if they don't, they will just slowly die. They will not have that many buildings on their colonies. They won't have that many ships. Yes, colony ships. So they will. The peace for them is just worse than war. Okay, and then we have some races that have their unique way for winning. The Gnolan's Empire are good traders. They have lots of money, but money isn't that great in this game. So usually they are peaceful and they don't give you any troubles. The Darlocks are spies. Yes, they can steal your technologies, they can sabotage you, but that's all they can. Yes, this is not that powerful than it could be. So they are, most of the time they just annoy you a lot by stealing your best technologies and giving it to everybody. But they are harmless. They rarely become a great power. The Silence are a crazy researcher race. Usually they have twice as many researchers as everybody else altogether. Yeah, so they high-tech unit, but they have penalties for their production, for their peaceful life. Yes, so when it's come to fight, the Silence are usually give you some very high-tech ships, like one of their ships are faces 5 of your ships. Yes, so it's surprising each time how the thing will go. So it's like a twist here. And the last is Sacra race. It's a lizard type of race, and if compared to our situation, it's like Chinese. Yes, there are a lot of them. Their population grows very high, like twice as high as normal race. But they are feudal, so they can produce ships a lot. They can expand a lot, and there are a lot of them. But their thing to win is the numbers. And they, by the way, one of the most dangerous races in this game. One of these silicoids, and the next is Sakura, that I have problems with. But we can manage it. So I hope you now see a little bit about the races, about how deep this game, what the strategies to win. And I guess in the next video I will talk about more about abilities of the races, and I will create even my custom race. So see you there, comrades, and for now you are dismissed.